Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Latin.
Latin voices.
Happy and blessed Thursday for those who are on Thursday, and happy and blessed Friday for those who are already on Friday. So, welcome back to another episode, and today we have the following topic.
Okay, our topic for today is the good, the bad, the real deal. You deserve transparency.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hello everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico. I live in North Carolina, USA. I am a wife, a mother of three, a proud digital business owner, and a mentor.
Thank you, Sibel. So we want to also remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar, which we happen to have one tonight. So it's every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, which is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. Okay, so when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday, so you can register for either one or for both. The second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So now you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So um, let's find out who are the hosts and panelists for tonight. Okay. Okay, so our host for tonight is Shirley. She's a healthcare worker. We also have Kimberly as a first panelist. So she's a full-time digital business owner, so no longer working. And we also have Vanessa, a partnership manager, and Alexis, a nursepreneur.
Okay, we also have Maria. She's an inventory specialist. Adesola is a nurse coach, and Strata is a digital entrepreneur.
Thank you, Isabel. So if you're catching tonight's live webinar, our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. And our replays has subtitles in several languages. Okay. Um, so that's those are the panelists for tonight. So if you wanna learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch and attend the tonight's live webinar. So if you cannot catch it, that's okay. You can always catch the replay. Okay, so what is our topic for today?
Our topic: the good, the bad, the real deal. You deserve transparency.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So again, welcome back to another episode of the Latin Voices. And happy and blessed Thursday or happy and blessed Friday, depending where you are. So today we are getting real. So no fluff, no filters. Okay, so the title says all. It looks like a movie too: The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, a old country movie. And the real deal. Okay, so you deserve transparency. So let's dive into 3 truths you should know about building a digital business. So that's what we're gonna be talking today. So what are today's point?
Okay, we have 3 points. The good: you're not alone. The bad is not magic, it's a process. And the real deal: you get to own your time again.
Yes. So those are today's points. So very, very, very good one to watch today. So let's start with point number one.
Okay, so point number one is the good. You're not alone. Forbes reports that 63% of digital entrepreneurs say community support is the number one reason they stay consistent. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. So when I started, I thought I had to figure everything out by myself. I was nervous, unsure, and even a little embarrassed to ask for help. But what completely shifted my journey was realizing that sorry, that this isn't a solo mission, it's a community. So here is what I found that other Latinos, parents, immigrants, and everyday people who just like me were chasing something bigger than a paycheck. They were chasing freedom, flexibility, and purpose. I remember one of my first wins wasn't even financial. And that's something that I really enjoy, when I noticed that I was gaining things that I wasn't expecting, and it wasn't necessarily money. It was the moment I shared my doubts in the community and realized that I wasn't the only one, because so many of us come without experience. This is something completely new to us. So at the beginning, we're kind of lost trying to find and trying to learn and trying to adjust. But the beauty of this is you don't have to do it alone. There's so many people in our community, and there's others that had the same fears as I did. They had the same questions and the same struggles, and suddenly I didn't feel as small anymore. I felt supported. I felt that other people were there for me, other people could help me, and that, for me, that was a win. And that's the really good part about we celebrate wins together, we learn from failures together, and we remind each other that um, in this journey, everything is worth it. Everything, every obstacle, every learning, every setback, everything is worth it. And even on the hard days, that's why the community is there, because when you're not every day is going to be a good day, right? So when you're having a hard day, a bad time, you're struggling, then they're there for you. They're there to lift you up. They're there so you can borrow their beliefs. They're there so they can support you continue on your journey. So the truth is, you don't have to do this alone, because you're not alone. You are not alone in this journey, in this business. We have a community of over 250,000 members who are there to support you, to guide you, and to cheer you on.
Thank you, Sobel. Yes. So this is a good one. A lot of people think that you're gonna be doing this alone because most of the business out there are like you're on your own, you know. And if you want to pay for a mentor, if you want to get a mentor, you have to pay for a mentor, and you only get that mentor for that period of time. I know this because I was about to join another business before I found this one. And that was the case. If I wanted to have that mentor, I will have to pay for that period of time to be able to have a mentor. So when I found out that we have a mentor, for the whole journey, and I say, yes, that works for me because it's not easy to do it alone. Okay.
Mhm.
And you get that support, not only technical, but also that emotional support, like Isabel was mentioning. Okay.
We
So,
have a comment from our co-host.
yes. Yes, we have a comment from Jessie, our co-host. She couldn't make it here, but she loved this topic. So she say, "Hello, I love this topic." Hi, Jessie. Thank you for your
Hi,
comment. Thank you for
Jessie.
watching.
Sending you love.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So point number two. So the real deal. Sorry, no, that's not the one. The bad. It's not magic. It's a process, and that is true. So let's be honest. Starting a digital business will stretch you. Okay, it's not an overnight success. And it's not passive from day one. Okay, and why is that? Well, because um, like you don't need to have all the experience, you don't need to have knowledge, but at the same time, you have to learn that you're going to be learning all this new knowledge, you will be acquiring these skills, okay? So it might take you, out of your comfort zone, but that's how you're going to start growing, okay? So that's why we're saying, it will stretch you, because you have to get out of that comfort zone, okay? You will get the support, like when Isabel mentioned before, uh, but at the same time you have to do your part of getting out of the comfort zone to be able to grow, okay? And also you need to understand that this is not an overnight success, okay? It takes time, okay? It's not passive from day one, that you're gonna get that income, passive income right away. It takes time to build up, so that's why, that, as the title says, it's a process, okay? So that's what we need to understand, and once we understand that, then the journey is gonna be easier, because you get to enjoy the journey. When you focus on results to see them right away, you're not really enjoying the journey. You're actually stressing yourself, and you have to learn to enjoy the journey by focusing on the things that you can control. And the things that you can control is, learning, attending, the Zooms to keep learning and growing, connecting with the community, because that will allow you to keep growing. So, according to the a study, okay, from a bank rate study, here's the truth. It shows that 39% of U.S. adults already have a side hustle, and most of them start slow before building the momentum. And yes, you have to start slow because you are learning. This is a whole new world for you. So you have to learn the skills, you have to learn the knowledge, and then you're going to be applying strategies to your business. Okay. So once you get that hang of it, then you get that momentum. Okay. So you were going to face learning curves, like Isabel was mentioning, there's going to be moments that, we're going to feel down. And that's part of the learning curve. Okay. You'll have moments of doubt. And yeah, and that you're going to doubt yourself, like, did I make the right decision?
Mhm.
Is this really going to work? And, but, at that moment, when you face that, you're going to also ask yourself, why is it that I started this? And you're gonna go back to your why. And but I think I learned this from a job quitter in our community. It's not only about your why, but also about the desire. You need to have those two key things to be able to succeed is. But once you understand why you're doing this and the desire why you want to do it, you understand that there is a process to take you from point A to point B. So once you understand that, the ride is gonna be easier. Okay. And even if those doubts come back again, you know what to do. You go back to your why, to your desire, and you keep going. You have achieved, because you gotta remember, if you look back, okay, you will see, when you started to where you are. So you already have achieved part of your journey. So why are you gonna stop? Since you already have achieved so much. So keep going. Keep focusing on the things that you can control, and you will be able to overcome those. um, but that doesn't mean that you're failing. It means that you're becoming a new person. And yeah, many of us, we also, along our journey, we found ourselves, we found that, there were things that we didn't know that we could do, and we are doing it. Things that we didn't know that we like, and we like. So it's a journey of finding yourself, finding what really you want in life. So it really is, you're becoming this new person because of this business, this journey. So we keep it real here because growth isn't comfortable. It's uncomfortable, okay, but it's worth it. So I'm just gonna end it with that, and then we're gonna move on to point number 3.
Okay. So, point number 3, the real deal. You get to own your time again. And who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to, reclaim your time? One of the greatest rewards of this digital model isn't just the income, it's the ownership that it gives you. Studies show that one of the top reasons people pursue entrepreneurship is the desire for time freedom. The design to design a schedule that truly fits your life, and that exactly and that's exactly what a digital business allows. That's what it does for you. And that's one of the things that really, yes, I started this business because I wanted extra income, but what I really wanted was time freedom. I wanted to have the time, to be there for my kids, to be able to do the things that I needed to do with them, and stop feeling guilt every time I left the house or every time I left them at the babysitter. So those are the things that I was looking for, when I joined this business, was time freedom. So, with the right system, you don't need tech skills, a huge following, or years of experience. What you need is to be coachable, consistent, and committed. And, that's the foundation that transforms flexibility and location freedom from a dream into a reality. So, you have to be coachable. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to learn and to adapt and to really do the things that you need to do and to avoid the things that you need to avoid. And you need to be consistent. You need to show up every day. You have to be committed and really hold yourself accountable every single day, and decide to show up every day. So in my personal journey, this was the biggest shift. For years, I felt like my time wasn't mine. I was constantly hours for trading hours of responsibility, trading my time for money, whether at work or whether at home. When I was at home, I was full of responsibilities after work, and I really didn't have the time to feel that peace or to enjoy myself because I was constantly on the go. I was constantly doing something. But when I embraced this model, I realized something powerful. I could start reclaiming my schedule, my time, my freedom, and actually enjoy some of the hobbies, some of the things that I really like doing. So I began with small daily actions. Sometimes I just had an hour here and there. You don't have to be like consistent. You can do 30 minutes, here, 30 minutes there. Um, I was doing this business. I started it while I was doing a full time. Every time I had a break, I did, reply to messages, check my emails. When I went to lunch, I did the same thing. So I didn't need all the time to do my business. I could do it in small increments. So I started to feel the difference. Now, instead of life revolving around work, work adapts to my life. And that's something you can have when you have a digital business where you are the owner, where you decide your schedule, where you decide what you want to do. So I get to spend more time with my family now, focus on what energizes me, and pursue goals that truly matter to me. I'm not after what matters to others anymore. I'm not trying to please others. I'm not trying to fulfill orders that, okay, you got to do this today. No, now I'm working on me, on what I really want. So the real deal is this: you don't just build a business, you build back ownership of your time, energy, and your future. So if you've been on the sideline wondering if this space is for you, hear me clearly. It's designed for real people with real challenges, real dreams, just like you and me. So, yes, this is a real deal. This business can easily adapt to your life, and you're gonna love it. I started doubtful, I started shy, I started with so many what is they like I didn't really believe I could do it, and now I'm loving everything I'm doing. So yes, you can do this too.
Thank you, Isabel. Okay, so the key takeaway for today is, so if you've been watching from the sidelines, know this, okay? This space is built for people like you, you know? It's like us, you know, we're just normal people. So the difference is that, you know, we have real dreams, you know? We know that there is gonna be challenges, and but you know, we also have that courage to pursue. So if you have real dreams, if you are okay with going for the challenges and you have that courage to do it, then you know this space is for you. Because when we want something, we fight for it, you know, and we go for it. So we have that courage. We know that we're going to face challenges, but it doesn't matter, because you know we want to get to where we want, or we want to obtain, depending what you want to do. But in this business, you know, if you really want to change your life, you know, this business is made for you, for anyone. You all have to have that dream, that desire, you know, and just be ready for any challenges that come your way. There might be challenges along the way, but you know what, that's not going to stop you. Okay, so you have to have that courage to continue and to pursue for what you want. And we have so many examples of that in our community, uh, that today, you know, they're leaders in our community. They were able to achieve, you know, and overcome all those obstacles, um, and now, you know, they're living that financial freedom, and that time freedom, you know, with their loved ones. So they're fully present. So it is possible, you know, and they're not just like a special person. They're just people like us, you know. They started with a dream, you know, they were facing challenges, you know, financially, you know, working two, three jobs, like buried on that, you know, but they had a dream to have a better life for them and their family, and they were able to achieve that. So, so it is, this business is made for anyone that has those dreams, that are ready for challenges and have that courage. So that's our key takeaway for today. And we have arrived to the end of our life. So we hope so that you learn about the good, the bad, and the real deal. That you know you deserve that transparency. So now you know what is how to what do you need to be able to start an online business. What happens along the journey? Because a lot of people think that it's so easy, but no, there's gonna be always challenges. It's like anything in life. Even if you are you're doing your job, you know, your job is not always, you know, like roses, you know, you're gonna find some thorns along the way too, you know. So it's the same thing for the journey. The difference is, you know, we have a global online community that gives you that support. So you get that support. So because sometimes, you know, like some of us, you know, we're blessed to have that support from our family, but some of us, you know, when we start this journey, we don't get that support from the family. So you get that support initially from the community, and eventually the family, you know, will start giving that support. But it's okay, you know, you have to do what you have to do to be able to achieve, and then they will come along later on. So um so don't let that stop you. Okay, so if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is, well, you can do three things. Communicate with us. You can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or you can register directly into our website, and we can send you the invitation to watch the webinar, which we happen to have one tonight at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So it's every Tuesdays and Thursdays, our live webinar at the same time. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. And the second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So now you're probably wondering, so okay, so what is it that we're gonna find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're gonna find out how an online business plan works And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, let's find out who are the hosts and panelists for tonight's live webinar.
Okay, so today we're going to have Shirley as our host. She's a healthcare worker. We're going to have Kimberly. She's a full time digital business owner. Vanessa is a partnership manager. And we're going to have Alexis. She's a nursepreneur. Um, Also, on the panels, we're going to have Maria. She's an inventory specialist. Adesola is a nurse coach. And we're also going to have Shraddha. She's a digital entrepreneur. So if you want to learn more, don't forget, you can send us a direct message or you can register on the website you see on the screen.
Thank you, Sobel. Yeah, so if you're attending tonight's live webinar, our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. And our replays is has subtitles in several languages. So if you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. And for those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We do have a like emoji from Sylvia BM. So thank you, Sylvia. Thank you for watching and thank you for your comment. So now, if you're watching us from Facebook and you guys are not following us on our Facebook business page, you can follow us up here on the top to get to know us a little bit more who we are and what type of content we put on the pages and more information about the business. If you're watching us from YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to the channel and press that notification bell to get notified when we put new content and when we are going live. So that way you keep learning more about this online business opportunity. And when you feel ready, we'll be happy to guide you as mentors. You're never alone on this journey because you'll have us plus an entire global online community. So there you go. Okay, so let's find out what is our topic for next Thursday.
Okay, so next Thursday, we're going to have this journey is about more than income, it's about who you become. So, we're going to have another very powerful topic for you next Thursday. Join us and learn more.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about identity, transformation, and how this journey reshapes your life from the inside out. So that's what we're going to be talking next Thursday. But don't forget, we have well, we have in Spanish tomorrow, Voces Latinas. So you can catch us in the Spanish side tomorrow. And we have one right after this one. So if you want to catch the Spanish version of Latin Voices, we have one after this live. So stay tuned for that. So, again, thank you so much for being here with us today on another episode of the Latin Voices. We want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Thursday for those who are on Thursday, and a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So, we're almost there at the end of the week. So, thank you again, everyone, for being here with us. And until the next episode of the
Latin
Latin
Voices.
Voices. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. And thank you for watching.
Have a blessed day.